Hey guys, this is Mark for the Gun Guy channel, and today we are talking about concealed carry, but it's part of concealed carry that most people really don't think about. Because when you think about a concealed carry or everyday carry, you really focus on the firearm, maybe the holster, maybe after that you start thinking about your ammunition, but the belt, really no one ever thinks about it. But it's just as important because a weak and sagging belt can cause your holster to shift, you may draw slower, or even worse, your firearm may be exposed, and in a concealed carry state that could be considered brandishing, which is a bozo no-no.
Well, I just closed it.
Well, you must be what they call one of those quick draw artists, you know, because the way you got your gun stuck way down on your belt like that.
Well, what do you got there, huh?
Now, I personally have never really looked into gun belts for everyday carry because I'm one of those people who just didn't think about it. But Core Essentials reached out to me and they sent me this Made in America belt, and we're going to take a look at this thing right after this. So like I said, I really don't think about gun belts very often when it comes to everyday carry. And honestly, that's probably one of the reasons that my principal carry is a pocket carry, right? So this, by the way, I'll clear it before I flag myself. It's empty. This is my everyday, pocket carry. It's by Talon. They make great pocket holsters, by the way. But every time I try to carry in waistband, appendix, crossdraw, it's kind of uncomfortable. And for those of you who have seen my other videos and kind of understand my position on concealed carry, I don't feel the need to carry a 50 cal every day because I haven't annoyed that many people yet. Maybe with these videos, a few.
Die, you bastard!
So I personally can't really seem to find that elusive combination of holster, gun, and belt combination that makes me feel comfortable. Now, granted, I do have belts for competition. That's right. For those of you who have seen me shoot, they do let me compete. Side note, they'll let anyone compete who pays a fee and keeps the gun pointed down range. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm that good. Core Essentials is one of the main names in concealed carry world when it comes to belts. Core is known for combining form, function, and innovation. And Core Essentials specializes in basically a ratchet style gun belt. And the gist of it is that you can micro adjust the gun to the holster and the firearm and the comfort level. Their products are often praised for their comfort, adjustability, and sleek appearance. And honestly, when I went to their website, I really do kind of like the way that their belts look. So they have several different kinds of belts, from dress to casual, and all different kinds of buckles. So if you're in the market for an everyday carry belt, really go to their website, take a peek, because they've got way too much stuff for me to cover. But they have some pretty cool frog skin, tactical belts, camo, nylon, and a lot of really nice top grain leather belts, which I like because I wear a leather belt almost every day for my day job. I know, hard to believe I am not a professional shooter, although I should be, except I'd starve. So anyhow, when they contacted me, they asked me what kind of belt I wanted. I said black leather belt, and they also asked what kind of buckle I wanted, and I picked a pretty cool buckle from their X series. I think it's the X3, which comes in gunmetal. So in theory, when you're picking a gun belt, you want something that's going to hold the weight of your gun, holster, extra mag, and most of the normal belts, right, are just non-reinforced leather. And that sagging can make it uncomfortable. And I will compare that to a regular belt in a bit, but for that I have to take my belt off, so you need to buy me a few drinks first.
Lou, give me a milk. chocolate.
In addition to being stiff, the fit is really what makes these belts stick out. And yeah, I'm not making a joke about that because it's just too easy and we have our standards, okay?
Are you sure?
So one of the belt's key features is the power core center, which is a reinforced internal core that prevents sagging and twisting. Another standout feature is the micro adjustable track system, which honestly, it's pretty cool. And unlike traditional belts with holes that are spaced about an inch apart or ½ inch, the core belts use this hidden track system, which is sewn into the back, and it allows you to make micro adjustments, I believe in 1/4 inch increments. But enough of me talking. I know that's what everyone's saying. So let's get right to the unboxing, and then after the unboxing, we're going to take a look at how to set up your gun belt. I'm going to try it on and give you some feedback on whether or not it actually helps. So this is what's in the box. They let me pick and have a really nice, belt buckle. They sent me this, which is a belt sleeve, and I believe the purpose of this is to protect the belt itself, so from the holster. So you slide this over the belt, and that way you don't damage the leather, because that is kind of what I asked for. I asked for a leather belt. And we're going to take this out, probably fall off frame right now. Apparently you want this belt to be a little bit bigger than your waist size. So I apologize for the herd of cows that got slaughtered so that I could have a belt. They also sent me some of their essential combos, right? All look very nice. And here we go, an instruction manual. And it comes with instruction videos if you want to do that on how to use this belt. And then last but not least, they sent me really nice belt hanger. And then here is the Allen wrench and screw to size this properly. All right, so now that we know what's in the box, let's take a look at how to put this together. Both these guns, by the way, have been checked and cleared. Here, I'll do the CZ for you. For those of you that haven't seen it, this is a CZ 2075 Rammy, which is an awesome gun. Used to be one of my carries. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. But if you can get your hands on one, awesome gun. But now let's talk about the belt that we put awesome guns on. So this is the 1½ inch belt. And I believe these come in 1½ and 1 3/4 inches. And the way that you do this is you go on the site and you can order it. And they have the small size or the regular size, which basically goes up to 44 inches. And then they have the 44 and up, or the, oh my God, eat a salad every once in a while belt, which unfortunately is actually where I'm at on this belt. So somehow I got the smaller version. I think I filled out the form wrong. But as we get into this, it kind of worked out. So basically, when you're ordering this, if you ordered one that was bigger than you needed, what you'll do is you'll go ahead and add a couple of inches. Now, my waist is, and by the way, just for the record, this has now become the most depressing video that I have ever made on YouTube. It is 40 or 38, depending on what pant size we're measuring, and so I have the opposite of a Napoleon complex. I'd like to go shorter than longer, but 40. So in regard to cutting this down, what you would normally do is take a knife or scissor, and you would add 4 inches for out of the waist carry, and 6 inches if you carry in waistband. And then you would cut the belt down to size. But again, since I'm a 40 and this comes in at, call it 44 and a half, I don't need to use my knife to cut this belt down because apparently I've used it to cut up enough pizzas to get my waist size to here. So once you do that, right, and so by the way, the belt does run a little bit big, but I genuinely wish I would have went for the bigger size. So if you're kind of near the top end of the size, definitely go for the bigger size because you can always trim it down, but you can't wave a magic wand and make it bigger. So you get the belt, which again, this is really kind of cool. This will go into this notching system. And what you basically do, they give you an Allen wrench. And we are going to, and they also give you an extra screw, because obviously they've seen my videos and know I lose stuff. I'm kidding, they'll give you one too. And we're just going to loosen this up so that the edge of the belt can get in here. All right, so we're going to make that flush. And we're going to do the same thing here. All right, literally just as easy as flipping that, slide this into place. Oop. Let's see, there we go. And it is definitely stiff, by the way. So we'll make sure that that comes there. Now we're going to put this down, and this could be challenging, especially with one hand, but I'm going to try. There we go. Does take a little bit of muscle, and now we're going to tighten this up. Because, full disclosure, we will be testing the endurance of this belt in a big way. But we're not putting that on camera because I do have at least a little self-respect left. And there we go. And I can tell you, I did try this on without the buckle before. It really does kind of make a difference. It's sort of amazing. I would have never really thought it would, but it definitely does. So there you go. And it's really that easy. Then this simply goes in here. And so you can see those are the adjustments that you make, right? And then to release it, you press this trigger that lifts and away you go. Now what they also did was they sent me this, which is a sleeve for the belt. So protect your belt. Only you can prevent unwanted belt damage. And we're not going to do that for right now. But like I said, this is a holster that I've wanted to use for a long time. It's crossdraw, and I find that more comfortable. I would never really carry appendix because, they say you're not supposed to point the barrel of the gun at anything you don't want to destroy, and appendix carry kind of violates that right off the bat for me. But if you look, right, and we slide this through, it fits really nicely. So it goes through, and because of the stiffness, even though this holster is kind of new, it still holds its form, so much easier to use. Now, also, when we're just clipping something, I mean, that is a lot easier than a normal belt. Again, comfort's going to be our ultimate test for this, but right now, for functionality, the stiffness, right, especially of this part, really is working nice. Now, as promised, here is my normal belt. And you can kind of see this is just no comparison. And honestly, the poor belt has succumbed to the forces of my waistline. And I've got a feeling this won't. But again, if you look, it's just, it doesn't hold as well at all. So the play in this particular belt, not great. And again, probably one of the reasons that I prefer a pocket carry. But what I'm going to do right now that we've got this set up, is I am going to try this on off camera because some of you might be eating. And I'm going to wear these around for a while, and then I'm going to let you know what I think about how these two holsters, right? And again, you know, if you look, how these two holsters feel and fit on this gun belt. So we're going to be right back after this. All right, so I really liked the way that worked. Now to do in the waistband, you can do this, right? I don't wear it there. I like mine basically a 5 o'clock position, but for now, so now it's loose, right? But now it's not. So it's nice and snug. And honestly, not my preferred carry method, but not horrible. I'm going to try the way I usually like to carry if I am going in the waist. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to go right back here and secure it. And then again, just do that. And it's just really nice. The adjustment after the holster is in is just really nice. And then it was just like that. So, final thoughts on the core essential gun belts. I am kind of shocked at the difference that it made. I really didn't think it was going to make much of a difference, and it did. So it made in-band and outside of the waist much more comfortable. Side note as well, the belt does run a little big, but like I said, I would err on the side of caution. But as you guys could see, there was lots of overlap on the belt, which is a good thing, which means maybe my waist is small or the belt runs big, but you'll be able to find out on my OnlyFans page, which now that I've shot this video, I feel comfortable starting a subscription. Just kidding. Anyhow, like I said, the belt really did make a difference. If you go to the site, in regard to cost, the belt and the buckle is right around $60, which is not bad price-wise if you look at other good quality belts, right? So a Hugo Boss at Macy's is going to run you north of $100. Polo around 80. Kenneth Cole is going to be in the 35-ish range, and even casual belts at most retailers go from 25 to 30. So for $60, and you can get this in either leather or nylon, if you carry every day, it really surprisingly made a big difference. So the extra money is going to make your life just a lot easier. Now, I have not tried the other gun belts, so if you have, I would love to hear your thoughts on if you use them, why you use them, and how you compare them to this, and really what made you pick one belt over the other. But for right now, like I said, I'm actually still wearing my Core Essential belt. I like it. I would use it even if I wasn't using it as a carry belt, just because it's really comfortable, and quite frankly, the ability to micro adjust the belt is really nice. So because it makes concealed carry far more comfortable because it is adjustable and because it's priced reasonably well. I really do recommend this product, and would love to hear your thoughts on it. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment, and let me know what you think. See you next time on Doug Gun Guy channel.